Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Alright, cool. Raptor, how are you raiding with a party of 1? What? I'm seeing in my chat it says Raptor is raiding with a party of 1. You don't stream. At least that I'm aware of. Birds, I don't want to fight you right now.
A fish! You saw it too, right?
I didn't see it, but I'm gonna find it. Here we go. I'm also gonna try fishing again in the place where I learned how to fish, because come on.
Looks like I lost it.
Okay. Oh, I get it. The fish has to, like, be on the shadow. Okay. Oh, you could soft shake it. You don't just have to press X. You have to see what they like. Okay.
Reel it in.
Come on. Let's do it. R2. Got it. You don't know, for all you know, I stream late at night.
Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
Yeah, you probably stream at like midnight.
You caught it.
When I'm either like editing videos or asleep. If so, Raptor, how dare you keep that from me? Seeing you mess with me in my streams, I would love to... I wish you streamed so I can mess with you in your streams. I don't really understand what, like, square and the X do.
Alright, once more from the top.
Like, I don't really understand how you tell if you're pressing X or square.
There
All right.
we go.
R2. Come on, fish. I am coming for you. R1. There we go. Please be a new one.
Boy, that's a bit of a letdown.
It's the same one.
As a pet.
A pet. I'd rather not have a fish as a pet. I mean, like, not a bad pet, but I'd rather have a different pet than a fish. If I'm being honest. There's like some kind of pattern to getting the fish to come. I don't understand it. Oh, I pressed R1. Why?
Nabbit, it got away.
Dang nabbit. Good luck when messing with me. I have backup plans. Yeah, I have backup plans too. Let's just say I do. There we go.
Right.
Plus, I will find a way to do it anyway. If I could. If I really felt like it. More like R2. Come on, fish. Come on, fish. You're messing with your girl. R2. So in other words, you don't have backup plans? That's classified info.
Well, it's not bad per se.
Nice work.
It's the same one. Ah, whatever. We will definitely be doing more fishing, but that's enough of that for now. Let's just head back to, what was it? Talcabond Road? have a fast travel point here yet. Oh, I didn't go to the campsite. You know, I should have been smarter and probably went to the camp, then start fast traveling. That's what I should have done.
We made it.
I don't think things through. Alright, now we're gonna move on to plot. For like 36 minutes, give or take. 36 minutes and counting. Dude, fishing's pretty fun in this game. I knew there would be a fishing based on all the piers and based on everything they've been showing off. And because what good RPG doesn't have fishing these days? Plus the piers made it too obvious. I'm very shocked we got introduced to it late though. But hey, better late than never, I guess. Go down, you boars. Ow. Go, elusive deity. Easy crescent flash. Get him. Dude, that's a really, really big shield.
That extra training paid off.
You don't need fishing. Ways to cause destruction are better. True. I will admit, I would rather wreak havoc on monsters. However, why not have both? Like, clearing my fishing notes is going to be as great a priority as wreaking havoc on everything. Gotta mix it up, my dude. Go, Rimwell, get him. Easy impact cross. Tempest time. Get him. Have I ever mentioned how much I love Dohalim? Playing as him and as a character so far? I already talked to you already?
We should be able.
Yeah, cook.
Hey. Is it just me? Or have those two barely spoken a single word to one another?
I know, right? But after everything that happened with Miguel, is it really any wonder?
Kinda puts a damper on the whole journey though, huh? How long do you think they're gonna keep this up?
If it bothers you that much, why don't you ask them?
Why do I have to ask?
How come you walk together like that?
She really doesn't beat around the bush.
You mean Kisara and myself?
You hadn't noticed? You've been practically joined at the hip ever since we left Vicente.
I guess it's force of habit, most likely. I was always ready to protect him, should the need arise. It sort of came with the job description.
The name of the game.
From being in the Elder Menancia Guard. Although, Dohalim's pretty capable of defending himself, isn't he?
Having guards doesn't necessarily mean the one being guarded is weak. No one's perfect all the time.
Even so, it's not like they're entirely wrong, Kisara. You're no longer in my employ, after all.
I don't know. I mean, if it's what she's used to and you're both comfortable with it, then who are we to judge?
But she doesn't serve him anymore. It isn't normal for her to keep following him around like she still does.
You know, she's probably right. And a lot has changed over the last few days. I guess it wouldn't hurt to rethink our relationship in light of the new circumstances. Perhaps I'll give it some thought after all. Does that sound all right by you?
Of course.
You might want to stop asking his permission for every little thing while you're at it.
Sorry. It's not that easy, shaking off old habits. I'll probably need a little time to get fully used to it.
Alright then. Oh, there's a skit.
I've noticed that sometimes we come across enemies who fight like you, and try to dodge our attacks at the last second.
I hate those guys. I can get some hits in when they move into attack, but otherwise they slip past damn near everything else I throw at them.
If what you're seeking is a way to more reliably hit them, there is a solution.
Try to outclass them on reflexes?
I possess the ability to command Earth elemental beings to some extent. They emerge as the land itself and take root on my command. They will swiftly bind the enemies, at which point you can dispatch them.
Huh?
What he means is that he can make plants grow to hold the enemies in place. At least I think that's probably what he's saying.
I'm glad at least one of us understands him. So basically, if we find an enemy that likes to dodge, we should let Dohalim handle it.
I shall do what I can within my modest means to help.
Dohalim the Evasive.
Dohalim's fighting style is... what's the word I'm looking for? Subdued? No...
Do you mean elegant, perhaps?
Yeah, that's the word. For better or worse, you can definitely tell he's cut from posh Renin cloth.
And he's not just skilled with the staff either. He can also use astral arts, including healing ones. I can see how he made it to the position of a lord.
You flatter me, but my fighting techniques merely come from a style that aims to conserve energy by minimizing body movement.
Is that why you wait until the last second before you dodge attacks? To avoid unnecessary movements?
No, I do that to sharpen my senses. I find that doing so is an effective means of drawing out my innermost strength.
Oh yeah, I've noticed you look stronger and strike out with your rod more after you dodge attacks. Guess that's why.
Still, it's a risk. Don't you ever worry you'll dodge at the wrong moment?
Then, it'll be just as well.
Huh?
It's nothing. Let us continue.
You Dohalim and Kisara, they're dynamic. I like it.
Why are you looking at me like that?
That armor you wear is standard issue for the Menancian Guard, right?
Originally, I've added some flair to it in a lot of places.
I noticed, especially with that open back.
We guardsmen pride ourselves on never showing our back to our enemies. It's my way of making myself live up to that. Plus, it makes it that much lighter and easier to maintain.
Dohalim, do you have anything to say about this?
Every guardsman is allowed to wear their armor as they see fit.
And you, Law?
Huh? Why are you asking me?
Oh, what would Law know about that? Any skits? I'm curious how many skits we've seen. I'm gonna count, which I don't normally do. This is 60 so far. Alright, well, I got bored counting. We have seen at least like 80 skits. That's wild. No one wants to do math on my stream. Eat the Mabo curry bun.
I must admit, I'm rather proud of this dish.
Good for you. Yo! I mean, we're obviously doing my boy.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while?
Dohalim might be my favorite character in this game so far.
You worried about what's going on with Menancia?
What makes you think that?
Well, you were speaking to Kisara earlier, weren't you?
It's rude to listen in on others, you know.
Sorry. I didn't hear what you two were actually talking about, though. I just figured it was Menancia since it was the two of you.
I am but a former lord who has abandoned his post. I'm no longer in a position to lead the realm in any capacity whatsoever. Yet Kisara still seeks out my opinions, knowing full well that is the case. This despite the fact I am no longer her master either.
Couldn't it be precisely because you're not her master anymore? It's natural for friends to want to hear each other's opinions.
I hadn't considered that possibility.
It's funny what you miss sometimes.
Hardly uncommon among artistic types such as myself. When lordships are decided based solely on one's astral energy, it can lead to funny results.
But even so, you still took your job as lord seriously, didn't you?
Certainly. I learned to perform my functions. However, I was less interested in ruling, so much as avoiding life and death decisions. Of course, such a mentality in the end led only to sickening pain and death taking place elsewhere out of sight. I pretended not to see or hear any of it, content to let our supposed peace and equality keep me blind and deaf to reality. I was a fool.
But you're making amends.
I would like to think so. The path ahead is dark, yet I still walk on. I merely pray that I shan't fall down any holes along the way. We'd best get ready for tomorrow.
Does anyone else think Dohalim is just so cool? He's possibly my favorite character so far. And I haven't even seen that much of him. Like, obviously I've seen him the least, but I'm really liking him. I don't hate any of these characters. They're all great. Obviously some better than others. Give me some orange gels. And some life bottles. But I'm pretty broke. Yo, we could sell the fish? Will they still be in my fishing notes if I do that?
Did we?
You need to turn notifications on? Oh, I have to put my alert box back. I had notifications on, but then the bots were following, so I turned it off because it got annoying during my stream. I have to redo that. Thank you for reminding me.
Money?
Thanks for the reminder. I have to do that. I forgot to do that. I took it off for the first Survive stream because it got annoying to see those bots follow, so I turned my alert box off, but I forgot to turn it back on. What was I doing? Selling. Are these in my fishing notes if I don't have them physically on me? Oh yeah, okay, you keep them. Perfect. This way I can have more fun messing with you. In that case, Raptor, I'm not doing that. No, in all seriousness, I will turn it back on eventually. Assuming I remember.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Okay. Is that a giant Zoogle? Oh no, those are regular birds. What am I saying? Wait, there's an owl. We're looking for the owl and then we'll move on.
Finally, some open space again.
Owl, where are you? Poodle was somewhere over here, so the owl's gotta be here. Yo, owl, where you at? Where's this owl? Does anyone else just hate Raptor? I do. It's in the tree, isn't it? I hear it. Where are you, owl? What kind of who is that?
Coming through.
Please, come on. Time for the Crescent Flash. Tornado Drive first, then we Crescent Flash. Shion, get him.
Float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Light burst forth.
Oh, that was awesome. Dude, there's no finisher. That's just, they're all great. How do you choose a favorite? It's impossible. I mean, I have my favorites, but still.
That extra training paid off.
All right, where's this owl? Oh, it's right there. What's it wearing? Shades? Devil tail. All right, well, that's a cursed owl. The worst owl I've ever seen in my life. Yo, we got 15 of them.
Going on in the forest.
Yeah, we'll check it out before wrapping up, I promise. That'll be the last thing we do. We will end stream in the owl forest. Nah, I'm good. We will end stream in the owl forest, probably. That'll be the very last thing we do. Hi, guys. There's a skit I forgot about. Don't worry, Shion is, though. You just count on Shion for that stuff. I want to add Earth. Dude, I really hope they give you more art space. I'm already seeing that as not a major flaw. If I had to gripe the combat, which obviously I have gripes, the combat is good. It's not perfect. And something I'm griping about is the art slot. If they don't give you like an art sphere, I'm kind of waiting. Because I know other Tales of games, Vesperia and Xillia specifically, have art selects or like art spheres which give you more art slots. But if this game doesn't have that, I will consider it a gripe with the combat. Because you just have so many arts. It's really hard to choose. We'll see. Maybe it will give me an art sphere though. I'm giving him the chance. Down your knees. Bum. Oh, it's a weakness. Good thing I switched to Earth. Bum bum. Did I forget the skit again? My goodness. What am I doing?
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting